The following program is meant for mature audiences only.
Watch your fucking kids!
You have been warned.
Welcome back to Beards on Gaming. How are you today, Mark?
Coming at you live from the quarantine.
Ah, yes. Welcome to the social distancing episode.
Social distance cast.
Fuck this world.
You know, like my usual days. You adopted the quarantine. I was born into it, molded by it. I didn't know other people existed until I was already a man.
You see, you're probably thriving in this community. Me not so much.
No, here's the thing. I'm not thriving because I still have to go to work because I'm an essential employee, quote unquote.
I feel your pain.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. I would very much, because money's not an issue. I will very gladly sit at home and do nothing.
Well, good news for you and the rest of the world. If you don't want to live in this world anymore, Nintendo has a solution for you.
Go live in that world.
Animal Crossing came out.
Literally go live on a deserted island and pick fruit.
So, I guess I got the Lucky Island, because I guess everyone wants peaches.
And I'm not sure how that compares to I got apples. Apples is such a generic fruit that I didn't even realize that different people would get different fruits. I figured it was just all, oh yeah, apple trees. That seems basic. Maybe I'll get more fruit if I go further in the island. No, apparently not. It's just my island has a very generic fruit. Yeah,
every island has one fruit. Although, I now have a pear tree that's growing and several bamboo stalks that are growing.
Fun. So at the very least you can, crossbreed?
No, I've just...
Create a bamboo peach?
I wish. I really do. No, but now I can make a bunch of weeaboo furniture.
Get at me after this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, in games I usually build fucking log cabin shit. So everything that you got for basic shit from the start that you build with just wood is perfect for me. I fucking love it. So when I'm getting all these high class recipes unlocked that all require the most rarest of resources, bamboo, I'm like, I'm probably just collecting this shit for Mark, aren't I?
Probably. I'll poke you until you give me stuff.
I probably could make you some stuff, and since I have bamboo stock, I'm not really worried about losing it.
Honestly, all I would want, actually, is probably a couple things of bamboo, so I could probably start growing it on my island.
Yeah,
just so I'll do it from there.
I can't give you that.
Dang.
Weirdly enough, all right. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Bring me back to that, because something neat had to happen for that to happen. But Animal Crossing came out shortly after our last podcast, right? That Tuesday.
Well, that week. No, it came out that Friday, did it not?
Was it that Friday or that Tuesday?
It was the 20th. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the entire.
I think games are now releasing on Friday because they realize how stupid Tuesday is on a day to release.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the point, though, is that all the memes going around is it was released on the same day as Doom Eternal, and the games could not be more different from each other.
I just met Isabel, and I don't get what the fascination with her is yet.
I'm pretty sure it's and this is me not knowing basically anything about Animal Crossing. I think it's because she was your primary point of communication for the last one.
You see, in this one, weirdly enough, it's Nook.
Yeah, which...
Isabel's just that person you go to when you're sick of an islander and you want to kick them the fuck out.
Wow, that's a little dark.
Yeah, or if you're sick of a friend visiting you and you want to ban them from the island.
We gotta get rid of this. We gotta get rid of that fucking penguin.
She pulls out her old Doom Eternal armor and starts blasting.
Yep, super shotgun. Meat hook.
Her BFG.
Nah, they're not worth a BFG.
They're just target practice. No, I'm pretty, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with most of my islanders. Even the first two I started with have kind of grown on me.
For as far as I'm in right now, I have about 3, and I don't hate them. They're just kind of nothing to me.
You say 3, but I'm pretty sure you only have 2 and the museum.
Nah, I should have 3 now. I just got one.
How?
Mm.
Did you meet them on an island?
No, wait, you're right. I only have the 2. I'm an idiot. Yeah, just a bodybuilder guy named Teddy, I think,
Yeah.
and then this weird kind of annoying penguin.
I have a bird that likes to work out. I have a bird that likes to party.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bird that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a hamster that gets super nervous around everything and just wants to be nice to everyone.
Sounds like that island needs to be burned down. Also, I like how I also kind of like how you and I had entirely different opinions about where to set up our respective houses. You decided to set it up right on the beach. Have a beach house. Get nice and close to the ocean.
Oh, as soon as I saw that shit, I'm like, I'm building a beach house in the lower corner of the island. Before it even came out, I already knew what I was doing.
I really desperately, now that I can cross rivers, I desperately want to be able to reset up my house because I want to put it in the furthest away corner from everything.
You can, but it's going to cost you a fucking fortune.
Yeah, I know, so it might not be worth it. I'll just stick with my by the river house.
Although now that I look at it, yeah, now that I can cross the river, I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, where I put fucking Jacob's house, that's really where I'd want mine because he has a really nice beachfront and shit. And it's in the corner, and I'm like, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh well. See how easy it is to escape life.
I didn't get the point of older Animal Crossing games, and after playing this one and knowing what the new features of this game is, I still don't get the point of older Animal Crossing games because the things I love about this one, like the resource collecting, the landscaping and shit, that wasn't in the old Animal Crossings that much. It was to a certain extent, but it was nothing more than grow a certain amount of trees in this area. Make sure all the weeds are picked from this area. I'm like,
It definitely seems like it's going to be way more free form and just kind of do whatever you want and be more creative with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm loving about it. Especially since I have 2 rooms in my house now.
Which I was like, hey, is this upgrade like? Because I've barely gotten into it. I really have. It's just I have played a bit, and I've definitely gotten the feel of it, and I definitely see the appeal. It's just I haven't gotten very into it as compared to other people, which will bring me to another point a little later on. But yeah, like I walked into your house with a proper room and a proper bedroom, bridging everything with the shit on. It's like, oh, is this upgrade? So this must be upgrade 2, or maybe there's another one, and you're like, this is like 4 upgrades in.
Yeah. First upgrade makes your tent into a house, and then you make that room slightly bigger, then you make that room slightly bigger, and then you do the add-on.
Alrighty.
So
I got some time.
Upgrades 2 and 3, I fucking hate. That should have just been 1 upgrade.
Well, Nook's got to get you for something.
Yeah, right.
The raccoon mob has been doing this for years.
And I don't know if you ever went
despite there being 3 of them.
Have you ever went to Herv's Island?
Herb?
Harvey.
No.
So at some point, a dog named Harv will visit you.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll invite you to his island, and he's a photographer.
Yeah.
And you could go through his house and go to different rooms, and you could set up the rooms however you want and take pictures with your residents. And once you do, Harv will make a poster of them. Oh. So even if you don't are into like photo shooting shit, you should at least take a picture with all your residents in a room, so you can make a poster of that resident.
Alrighty.
I still got to do it for my new one. I just haven't gotten around to it.
But yeah,
I'm weirdly in love with this game, and
you've gotten very far compared to me.
The thing about it is, I realize is the fact that you can't play it all day.
Yeah, no. And that's I'm not sure if I like that feature or not, because on one hand it gives me a good reason to break off, do something else.
Yeah.
But at the same time it's like, but I just want to keep going. I want to if the desire so grabs me, I want to be able to sit my ass down and play Animal Crossing for as long as I would like, to just continually keep chopping away at things, keep talking to villagers, keep pulling weeds out of the ground, keep digging up things that really should not be dug up, and keep getting killed by tarantulas. I just want to keep doing that for as long as I would like to, without the game telling me shut up and keep going.
I've yet to catch one of those fuckers.
Nah, I've had 2 instances and they both fucked me up.
I've had 3 and they all fucked me up. Yeah,
it's something about how, like, you have to kind of play footsies with them and kind of like react to them doing another thing. But then I really wish there was a way. It's like, if I start running away from them, they just don't chase me, please. But they always do, and I always die.
The only thing I hate about this game is the fact that when I knock down a wasp's nest without realizing it,
there's no way to get out of it.
Yeah, if I don't have my nets out, I'm fucked if I'm not close to a house.
See, I didn't even realize that I could net them. I was just like, well, I'm done.
Yeah, whenever you're shaking trees, just have a net with you.
And granted, there's nothing that really comes of it. You just get like a little boo-boo on your face that either goes away over time, or you can get rid of with medicine by spending like 2 things on it. But at the same time, it's like, why have this at all? Yeah. Why if there's no point to it?
Well, it does add a bit of risk when you're exploring deserted islands.
Yeah, fair enough, but
I don't know if you've done. Have you done that?
No, not yet.
You should do that to get resources. You get a Nook's travel ticket.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. I just haven't done it yet.
That's where I met 2 of my residents that I asked to move in. So I knew 2 of them that were moving in before I made the houses for them.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm like, oh, fuck, I really don't want another bird. And then I talked to Jacob for 5 seconds. I'm like, you need to be on my island. Did I show you the fucking pictures?
I don't think you did.
Hold on. I need to read you. Hold on, I'm sorry. I need to read you off what he says.
I don't need... Well, I think you've showed me like 1 or 2.
All right, I'm going to run through it quick.
Oh, God.
They say the island is just a game, and everything we say or do is just to amuse somebody else. And I don't know. I kind of maybe believe it. So many things would make more sense, you know. Like, have you ever thought fruit grows way too fast? And ain't it weird that trees have all have 3 kinds of wood? And you ever notice that there's pretty much music everywhere? It's great, but it's weird. And does Tom Nook make any kind of sense to you? Yeah, I'll buy your seashells, so you can give me back my own money to pay off a house I'm selling you. I mean, what? It's so also obvious. Our lives are fake, and we all should have saw a long time ago. A long time ago. I'm just joking. It's a joke. Nobody said that. You ought to see the look on your face. I ate 6 bags of chips last night and fell asleep with the TV on. I had really weird dreams.
And that's our show.
I fucking love Jacob. He's my favorite thing about the game so far.
I'm not sure how much I enjoy, like, that kind of fourth wall break.
It's not just that. That was one moment. There's other moments where I go into his house and I look at his bench for a bit too long. He turns to me and says, "This bench fits my butt perfectly."
Anyway. I think so. Like, I think there's another thing. There's another thing like that in Stellaris where you can research this older civilization that apparently all of the civilization came to believe that they were living in a simulation.
Yeah.
And so they decided that the main way to get out of the simulation was they all commit ritual suicide at the same time to overload the servers. Yeah, nothing happened. It's just the vast majority of them died, and whoever didn't fall through died out.
Wow.
That's it. That's so we came to a similar joke of people living in people in the video game thinking they live in a video game, but Animal Crossing treats it as, haha, isn't this world weird? Anyway, chips and TV and weird stuff. And the other game's like, wow, look at this. Look at them thinking that life has meaning. What a bunch of idiots.
Oh,
Anywho, I played a lot of Stellaris this week.
did you see my town center, right?
Yes, very nice.
I finally got a fucking resident services building, which that kind of upset me because it shut down resident services for an entire day.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. So I couldn't talk to Tom Nook. I couldn't access the computer there.
Yeah, that's something that they kind of want to tell you, like, hey, by the by,
they did tell me. So I
Then why'd you do it?
because I needed to continue the story.
But why not? But why not then just spend the rest of your time doing other things and turning stuff into...
I spent the entire day saving up bells as fast as I could to buy a house, my house upgrade.
Yes.
Because I wanted my house to have the day to be built on the day that the resident services was closed. So what you did was, just before you were going to log off for the day, you did both of those. They said, hey, this will take a day to do. And then, you went to bed and came back next morning and they were good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I planned.
So why are you bitching?
I'm not. I needed to rush to do all that in one day. Just like today, I'm like, oh man, I need more space for the campground I'm building so more animals can visit. And then I'm like, but I need to build a fucking bridge. So I had to raise a bunch of bells for a bridge so I could get over to the place that the fucking campground's going to be tomorrow.
So okay, I'll also grant you this. I'm looking as we're talking about this. I'm also looking at a couple different pages for Animal Crossing, just so I can think to bring anything up or look something up if I need to. Apparently, your story with Jacob, that whole thing that he says, that's not unique to him.
Oh, it's not unique to him?
No, it's just he's the lazy villager type, and that's just.
I was about to say, yeah, it's probably his personality type.
Yeah, because there's no unique villagers except for a handful. It's just they're all a type.
Yeah, which is weird. I think I got all different types so far. I don't know if it's.
I think they would encourage that. Get you all different types first, and then start stacking multiples.
Yeah. I got a bodybuilder. I got a partier. I got a pop star. I got Jacob, and I got a shy one.
I think it's let me see. What are the actual types? There's under female, there's normal, peppy, snooty, and sisterly. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. And under male, there's lazy, jock, cranky, and smug.
So, yeah, I noticed that both me, you, and another guy I play with, we all have the same personality type on our island. So, I have a, I don't know if he's a hawk or a toucan or whatever he is, but I have a bird that is, very sporty, and you have a bear that's very sport. It's a bear, right?
I'm actually not sure. I haven't talked to him too much. I'm not sure if he's
Teddy.
It seems like he's the jock type.
Yeah, he is a jock. I talked to him, but.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't remember what the other animal was in the other guy's island. I didn't like his. He fucking. You know what he did? He strip mined just everything on his main island.
Jeez.
And I'm like, you kind of fucked up, right? He's like, yeah, I just realized I did.
Oh, well.
And it's funny because he has 2 pictures of trees next to his plaza. I'm like, oh, well, this will remind you of what you used to have.
Look here. Look at it. Look upon your own works and weep.
Look upon my twerks and weep.
Uh-huh. It's look upon my works in despair.
My twerks in despair. That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah. Which is an Ozymandias quote.
So, you know what I ordered through Nook Miles? Because
I don't know, Dave.
Because I got a fucking fuck ton more options. I ordered a teacup ride.
Yeah, you've told me about this, and I wanted to run in the opposite direction. Sitting in a chair looking at my phone from a text from you saying I bought a teacup ride made me want to run away.
Why?
I could not think of anything I would want on my island less.
I bought a teacup ride. I bought a pool. I think I bought a sandbox, and I bought a lighthouse.
I understand the practicality of it, and I get designing it. Having your own out of ground or in ground, whatever, having your own personal pool while you're on an island surrounded by beach seems like one of the most decadent goddamn things you could ever do.
I know, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make the town center like a big park because it's so fucking barren.
Fair enough.
But you saw what I did on the left side of the town center, right? How I made the flower path that looks like a park.
Yes, I did. It was very neat.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do on the other side, but make it a bit more interactive and relaxing.
Right.
And then if you go across the bridge it's going to be done tomorrow, hopefully, then that's going to be a campground that's mostly just nature with trees.
And here we've sort of reached a thing where it's like, so this is the main appeal of Animal Crossing this is just your village, this is your island, this is your place with a bunch of people living in it doing their thing. Do as you will. Do you want to just sit back, relax, and pick some goddamn fruit? Go fucking for it. Do you want to actually build up this place, have an active thing, and do this sort of semi-complicated crafting and gathering and building all this stuff? Go for that too. So it is super weird to me as an outsider very new to this whole craze, quote-unquote, that the vast majority of the online presence is super intense on you have to do this in this order. Do this when you get this and not this. You have to go to this town at a very specific time, get this kind of and going back and forth. And it just seems like that sort of encouraging that kind of play style is entirely defeating the purpose of this kind of game.
All right.
Which is... That's just how I'm observing it.
I get that. All right. So, from an outsider's perspective too, I actually figured out how you should go about playing this. Because I'm not,
and the fact that you have a way of, but again, the thing that you have a way of telling me this is how you should be playing that game seems counterintuitive.
I get that, but here's the way I approach it. Because I'm a big Final Fantasy XIV fan, I kind of looked at this the way that I looked at Final Fantasy XIV. There are things that you do to unlock progress, right?
Yeah.
Do you follow me?
No, I'm listening, don't worry.
So, you find out the thing you need to do to unlock progress, and then once you unlock progress, you cannot progress anymore that day. So
okay.
what I do is I make it my day, besides doing my daily bullshit that I do every day, like collect wood, collect fruit, whatever. I work towards making progress that day. And that is my task for that day. And then once I'm done with that, I just finish up any other bullshit I'm doing and I move on to another game. That is rewarding for me every day to go back and go, oh, hey, that's neat. I can add this stuff now. Oh, and then tomorrow I can add this stuff. And it's kind of a weird give and take it's become for me, where I give the game this amount of time, and then the next day it will give me some more time to do. It's weird, I know. And if that doesn't sound appealing to you, if playing it bit by bit every day to build something neat for yourself isn't appealing to you, then this definitely isn't the game for you at all. But to think, oh man, tomorrow I'm going to wake up, tomorrow I'm going to get home from work and I'm going to build my right side of my park, and I'm going to visit the new villagers at the campground and see if I want to recruit any of them to the island. That sounds neat to me. Every day I have something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that needs to appeal to you. Otherwise, this game will never latch on.
Totally. Absolutely.
Yeah, I get that. And to an extent, I just need to get myself, I think, in that mindset of I've never been a terribly creative person, so I just need to kind of get myself in the mindset of trying to create something and trying to live in my own little world.
The neat thing about you is, if you just collect your fruit and say, hey, man, I need bells, I'm like, yeah, peddle your fucking apples.
I am not going to drag you online just so I can go to your island and get shit ton. Like, it's a nice thing to do when we do play, but I'm not going to wake you up for that.
Why not? I'm going to do it to you.
I'm going to, and that's the reason I'm going to now feel justified in refusing you. Dave, you woke me up at.
Why?
Well,
you always tell me you set your phone on Do Not Disturb, so I never feel bad texting you.
Well, okay, so you didn't wake me up, but at the same time, it's
I
like
didn't wake you up inside.
So you texted me at 8 a.m. I didn't receive it. I was still sleeping, but it's like 8 a.m. It's like, hey, log on. I need access to your island. And it's like, what the fuck are you?
I need to pedal my peaches.
Yeah, no. And granted, if I wish there was a way I could just say, yeah, come on over to my island. I don't care. But it was like you wanted to start up this entire thing, and I was still groggy and just not awake.
Oh no, you didn't need to do anything. I was just telling you about the Switch app in case you wanted to do shit.
No, you phrased it. Well, hey, I got that. That's very helpful. But it's like you phrased it like, hey, log on to your Animal Crossing. I need help right now. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, no, it wasn't right now. I just wanted to do it before the episode.
What would you possibly need my help for? It's like, oh, I need to sell peaches. I need to ruin your island's economy. Thanks, Dave.
We both know our economies are a balloon waiting to pop, okay?
Not like Japan would have any experience with something like that.
Anyway.
That's a joke that not a hell of a lot of people are going to get, I don't think. Mostly because no one watches this podcast.
That's true, especially since it's audio.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Oh, shit, I need to tell you. So yeah, you know how you go to the islands using the Nook tickets?
Yes.
That you haven't done yet?
I have not done. Yeah, I know of it, but I haven't done it.
Usually these islands are deserted. Sometimes you'll find a random animal on it that's just camping out that you can invite to live on your island.
That you can kidnap?
Yeah, and then they will take the next available house.
Okay, you said random animal, and I said oh, there's like a wolf or a bird or something just sitting there, and not one of these animal people.
Yes, sorry, I didn't clarify.
Do you think there's racism in the Animal Crossing world?
Yes, we eat the fish. Anyway.
No, but not even like that. I mean, there's Teddy sitting over there. Like, man, this island would be much better if there weren't so many corvids.
If there weren't so many goddamn birds.
Ugh.
Fucking bird flu.
Fucking wingers, am I right?
Oh, by the way, if I get Teddy in my campground, he's not going to be there for very long.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll have Isabel bring down the fucking band hammer.
I just can't get over this image of Isabel with a goddamn super shotgun.
She's like, I really don't want to do this.
No, she wants to.
As she licks her lips. Okay, so yeah, gotta get back to it. Fuck.
No, fuck it.
The Nook mileage ticket that takes you to these islands that you can just collect resources on and shit.
Yeah. Yes.
There is a rare type of island you can go on that is the bamboo island.
Sure.
That is overrun with bamboo stalks.
Sure.
And you know how there's those cracks in the ground that have fossils?
I'm sorry, that have fossils. Yeah, you cut out there for a second.
Yeah, the cracks in the ground that have fossils. Instead of having fossils inside of them, they have bamboo seeds.
Sure.
Which you can use to grow bamboo on your island.
Yes.
So I was able to find 5 of those. So I'm like, oh, sweet. Now it's just another fucking natural resource for me.
Right. That sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah. I'm pumped.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was more to that story.
Oh, no. And I just have more bamboo.
Oh, okay. So you got super lucky and you're rubbing it in my face, is what you're saying.
You could look at it that way. You
I
jackass.
I choose to, because that's kind of funnier.
Or you could just, By the way, did you get mail from me?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I
refuse
found
to
this
say
on the
it.
ground and I thought of you.
It's a desk chair.
Do you want an office desk too to go along with it?
Honestly, what I need is some like end tables and desks and drawers and stuff because right now all my shit's sitting on the floor.
Oh yeah, I got a few things that I'm not going to use myself. I can give you. It's labeled a teacher's desk, but it's just an office desk.
Thank you for your hand-me-downs.
And I'll see if I have enough bamboo to make the weeb shit for you.
Thanks.
I know I have a bamboo shelf that I can make. I don't know what else I have.
Fair enough.
But I'll send that shit to you so your house doesn't look like basically just a place to store shit.
So I do like that there are, yeah, that's kind of where it is right now. Like the first possible wallpaper I got was from the mystery, like, wallpaper seller, that camel
Is it
woman.
just sand? Please tell me it's just sand.
It's not sand.
Okay.
It was street art.
Really?
So it looked like it was very vibrant. It was a big brick wall filled with graffiti. And I thought to myself, boy, this is really neat. Boy, this is probably something that someone would really want. Boy, there's probably not a single other wallpaper that could fit me less.
Did you sell it or did you store it?
I will have to go double check.
Well,
I
if
may
you
have
didn't
just
sell it, send it to me.
Yeah, I may have just sold it.
By the way, if you want to send something to someone, you buy wrapping paper from the Nook shop. Or resident tent for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
wait, I
just
don't
a
even
thing.
know if you can yet. Well, anyway, see
I'll
if they
figure it
sell
out.
wrapping
I'm
paper.
at the point where I can get the Nook shop. I just need to barrel down and get some goddamn hardwood.
Yeah. Buy wrapping paper, wrap it, and then go to the airport, and there's like a rack next to the desk that you can buy a card from and attach a present to and send it to one of your friends.
Yep. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I didn't really have anything else to say about Animal Crossing.
It's a good game.
It's very enjoyable. I kind of want to be in the mood to play it more. I'm still, trying to hold on to this world that's dying around me. So, it's tough. But yeah,
I had fun.
I definitely, as the first Animal Crossing game I've properly played, I definitely already see the appeal and why these games are popular as they are.
I mean, fuck, I'm excited for all the shit that's coming for me tomorrow. I have so much shit coming.
I want to go to sleep just so I can wake up to Animal Crossing.
My only problem is that everything happens at 6 o'clock, which I get why that is. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a fucking bridge built, I got a campground built, and I got the tailor shop being built. All that's going to open up for me tomorrow, plus all the fucking mail I ordered. Which I was going to order more shit for the park, but you know what happened?
What happened, David?
You can't have more than 4 Nook mileage items sent to you at a time.
That's
so
weird.
Oh, okay, I guess.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. I was going to buy a jungle gym.
I could think of, like, in my ignorant understanding of this, I would wonder if there's, like, something where the servers have to say have to queue up a certain amount of items to be delivered to certain people at certain times, and so this limiting of that is them trying to give themselves a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, I can think of 2 reasons. One is the one you gave, is just basically hardware limitations or software limitations or something along those lines.
Because God knows Nintendo is very bad at network infrastructure.
Yeah. Or they do what they have been doing this entire game, is in limiting what you can do each day.
So you can play more.
Yes.
For longer.
Yes.
Yeah, that would also make sense.
I could see easily either one of those going.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? It's not the most. I don't know if I'd give it a 5, but I love this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's too early for either of us to rate this yet.
Which is weird because it's only too early for us to rate this because it keeps holding us back.
Well,
because any other game I would have finished by now, but I'm playing it. I'm wondering if that's a bad thing.
That's also the thing. I'm not sure if there is a finish.
There is a finish. I looked it up. The game never stops, but there
Right.
is a finish to how
Like you've gotten all the
progressive your island
upgrades,
can
you've
get.
gotten all the stuff,
Yes.
you've completed. Okay, yeah, I see that.
There is an ending, quote unquote, to the story of developing the island.
Sure.
But just like Pokemon, you keep playing after you beat the Pokemon League.
Right.
Speaking of which, that's a good segue. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Shield lately.
Yay! Didn't they give an update or something?
Okay, weirdly enough, yes and no. They
That sounds like a non-committal answer if I've ever heard one.
I'll get into that. They preloaded an update because they have the new DLC coming out at some point.
Right.
So
That's what I mean, I suppose.
yeah, they preloaded like promotional Pokemon in there, which have quickly been hacked.
as people do.
So I know 3 of them. I'm not sure of all of them. I know that Bulbasaur. What's that fucking lion fire type that was a starter?
Lion?
Incineroar.
Oh, you mean a tiger?
Is it a tiger?
It's a fucking tiger. Are you kidding me? It would have a gigantic mane if it was a lion. It's a tiger.
True. I guess so, yeah. So Incineroar, Mewtwo, and Bulbasaur. And obviously their evolutionary line.
Right. I like how you picked the first one for Bulbasaur and you picked the last one for the Incineroar line.
Yes, absolutely. Because I hate Venusaur.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I like Bulbasaur, I like Ivysaur, and I think Venusaur is a fucking freak of nature. And I know I'm going to get a lot of people to hate me for saying that.
No one listens to this, Dave. I'll try and prompt you next time we're in public to just like yell out at random, I hate Venusaur. But I would also say, granted, that was back when Pokemon, not trying to be like overly nostalgic or anything, but back when Pokemon was more about, monsters. Like there's a way more like random freaks. Like they were actually a couple of them were trying to be scarier.
Yeah.
Rather than like became super popular. It became more and more popular to a wider range of audience and an even younger crowd. So it's just like, okay, just make them cute.
Yeah, I can see that for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Especially with the fairy types.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I told you a bit about this. The online scene is a fucking shit show right now.
Why is it a shit show?
Because there's hacked Pokemon everywhere.
Oh boy.
Just in surprise trade, I got 2 level 100 perfect statted, shiny, giant maxed Pokemon, both of which are labeled like hashtag Instagram and Facebook, and both of which have the same trainer ID, which is basically a link to the person's website.
Oof.
I'm like,
it says it's a steel type, but this Pokemon is really a poison type.
It says it's a steel type, but really it's a stolen.
Really, it's a toxic type.
No, but how bad is Nintendo at their job? The guy literally puts his name on all of the... I imagine millions of hacked Pokemon he's sending out.
The short answer is very bad.
I mean, he puts his fucking name on his work!
The short answer is that Nintendo has been very bad at infrastructure, as I said before, bad at online infrastructure for a while.
Yeah.
They're not very good at cracking down, unless it's, someone says the nasty fuck word.
So, I have seen shiny Incineroars, shiny Mewtwo's everywhere when I go into raids, which makes the raids easier, but at the same time, I'm just like, I have my normal-ass starter, and these people are pulling out, like, a legendary, perfect statted Mewtwo out of their ass.
And it's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just sit here with my dick, then.
So, through it, I have gotten the Incineroar, I have gotten Bulbasaur,
Yes.
I have gotten a shiny Labras, and I have gotten a shiny Snorlax.
Jesus.
And that's just from me doing my normal surprise trade that I do in the background while I'm playing. Because I'm constantly hatching Pokemon, and if I don't like what I hatch, I instantly throw it up on surprise trade. So I'm just getting these, like, basically, I don't want to say stolen, but hacked Pokemon.
And stolen. Yeah.
Yeah. And
If effectively.
should I release it? I can't even gear it up on the Pokedex. It doesn't even count as a Dex entry yet.
This thing shouldn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's really fucked.
I don't know, dude.
Ah, well.
How's Doom?
Doom is fun. Doom is the doomiest Doom you've ever doomed.
How do you like that fucking segue, bitch?
Yeah, good job. Yeah, that's what segue. So yeah, Doom Eternal is, I'm not sure, of the two that were coming out on March 20th, this is the one I thought you were going to get. But then I guess it was never really a conversation we ever had. It just I always just took it as normal.
I haven't really been a Doom fan since the original when I was a kid.
Yeah, and that was just, it wasn't like devastating or anything, but it was just kind of like, oh, really? I kind of figured you would have been.
No,
but,
I haven't been a fan of shooters since N64.
Weird. But yeah, Doom Eternal is a shit ton of fun. It very much feels like a actual sequel to Doom 2016. It's really, really front loaded.
Okay.
And by that I mean, if I recall correctly, Doom 2016 ended with you fighting the boss, and then you were kidnapped by someone and like imprisoned, and that was like supposed to be a cliffhanger to the next Doom. And we figured, okay, Doom Eternal is going to start with you busting out of being kidnapped, and new demon invasion. It's going to be very similar but different. Cut to Doom Eternal's opening, in which you are now on what I can only describe as the most Warhammer-looking space station that's never been in Warhammer, in that it looks like a cathedral.
Okay.
By yourself, with an AI partner saying, all right, here's where to go to find the Hell Priest. And I'm kind of like, what? What am I doing? Where am I? Oh, demon in front of me. Okay, I have a shotgun. I guess this is what I'm doing now. Oh boy, here I go killing again. No, it kind of not. That's kind of where I'm at. I've played through a bunch of this. I have not beaten it yet, so I may be missing the lore that explains how we got here. But that is kind of the power of Doom I want to mention, which is, where am I? What's going on? What am I doing? I have a shotgun. I guess I know how this goes. And
the way I understand it is that if you want the lore, it's in the background and you can read about it. But
it's way in the background.
Otherwise, Doom Guy just doesn't care. Point to the thing you want dead, and he'll kill it.
Pretty much. And it is weird how much lore there is, though. That if you are a goddamn nerd like I am, that if you do take the time to seek out, find, and read the codex entries that are scattered all over about, which you probably also want to do because they count towards the completionist exploration of the level, and they give you a bunch of XP for doing so. Yeah, there's a shit ton, and Doom Guy might be an alien? And there's like this entire like humanoid race of like warrior dudes that look like paladins? And all demons and these weird angel things all might be aliens? Boy, it's weird.
Oh, boy.
And boy, aliens or demons, boy, do they burst when you shoot them.
I was going to play it today.
Oh, did you purchase it, or?
No, you were going to come down today until all this shit happened.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. But yeah, I don't want to make any sort of definite claims about the lore. I don't want to make any, besides the fact that there's a shit ton of it, and it's weird that there's a shit ton of it, and how weirdly integral it is. It seems to be entirely disconnected from, at least right now, it seems to almost be entirely disconnected from what happened in Doom 2016, outside of the fact that it's becoming even more and more evident that the corporation that was... It's still so stupid. The corporation that was literally saying, hey, how do we solve the energy crisis? You know, it has a lot of energy. Hell.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, if they were able to harness energy from hell. Yeah, our planet would totally use it.
Yeah. Dave, this is stupid.
If you were to tell any country today that you could harness energy from the actual hell,
from the actual what seems to be the biblical eternal afterlife of torment,
we would have that shit running tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, so the guys on Mars decided to burrow into hell and harvest energy, and
because hell's in Mars. That's where it is.
Sure, why not? You're gonna be okay, man?
I'm good.
Here's the thing. You knew what this was. You've played.
I know. I haven't heard it out loud.
Yeah, like it's finally actually saying it. That's like, man, this might be stupid. But yeah, so it seems the corporation on Mars burrows into hell. And I guess like the main dude of the corporation was like, what are they doing up there? Oh, they're doing stuff. What are they doing up there? Well, they're burrowing into hell to harvest certain kinds of energy. It's like, okay, how much energy are they making? Oh, they're making shit tons. Okay, then they can do whatever they want.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, that doesn't go well. Are you fucking surprised? And so it seems like Doom Guy was this main soldier from this race of warriors and dappa, and that him just happening to be in I don't know. What I would say right now is all theories that I need to like go back and read more of the lore or find more of the stuff, because I'm sure it's so retarded that I want to know.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's like the point of that is it becomes more and more clear that the vast majority of the corporation at this time had essentially entirely replaced whatever its initial goal was, and had been run by cultists dedicated to bringing about the biblical apocalypse, like you do.
Moving on from the lore, which
amazing
as it is, how does it feel to actually play?
Shoot Boy is fun.
Okay.
Shoot Boy.
I love that's the main draw from it. That you just break down to caveman speak.
Shoot men go. They make squish sounds. Now here's the thing: there's no evidence that Doom Guy doesn't have the exact same like idea about this. He still never speaks.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, he's just like, man, this is fun.
All right, my big question about it.
I do love the implication that it seems like, as much as like they call the Doom Guy a savior, it always seems more like it's way more important to him that he kill demons than save anyone.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's the purpose of kill demons? I don't know. They squish real good.
My big question is the one complaint that a lot of people seem to have that weren't nostalgic for the game was the fact that every room was essentially the same. That you just go into a room and you knew exactly how it was going to play out because you're going to go into basically an exact copy of that room and then do the exact thing in that room.
I get okay. So I'm not sure if there is I'm not sure what the main criticism of that point is. If it's worrying that
basically
it's effectively
fun but repetitive.
if you're worrying if it's the exact same encounters over and over again, then I just got to tell you're playing the wrong game.
Okay.
Because that's what this is. If you're worried about environments looking samey, that's legitimate. And as far as what I played, they're trying to vary it up.
Okay. So basically, if you loved the last Doom, you're gonna love this one. If you thought the last Doom got way too samey throughout it, then you won't.
If Doom 3, the game that would try to make the serious survival horror, is your favorite, this game is not for you. This game has...
I don't know if anyone really loved Doom 3.
I don't know either. This is one of the most video games I've ever video gamed. And by that I mean I'm walking through this level and I see something that I've never seen, that I haven't seen in many years. And I had to kind of take a second to come to grips with what I was seeing. It happened, and this actually happened twice. The first time, I saw a big, giant, glowing helmet that said 1-up next to it.
Oh, nice.
And literally, and it is a legitimate mechanic.
It took me a second to realize, oh yeah, it's a 1-up, right?
Yeah, it's a 1-up. It's a one man, and you pick it up, and it stores past level to level to level. And it's like, okay, if you die with at least one on your person, you are immediately resurrected on the spot.
Oh, that's how it works in that?
Yep. Well, because what's the next? Because it still has a checkpoint system.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat. I like how that works.
But then I could go back and change the difficulty to the stupid impossible kind, which is, all right, you start with like 3 1-ups and you have to collect them. If you lose all 3, your save is done. Start the game over.
Oh shit!
And that is hilarious for how often I've died. Granted, I'm playing on ultraviolence, which is effectively hard mode, but the amount of times I've died would make that challenge impossible.
You could just be a mitten squad about it and play it with only a pistol.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's another thing. Did you not like the pistol? All right, it's gone.
Really?
Because here's the thing. The main draw of the pistol was first weapon you get, weak, but it's there. Infinite ammo, which always great. It's always nice to fall back on something in case you're trash. But do you remember how in 2016 how you got more ammo for all of your guns?
By walking over dead enemies.
By chainsawing people.
Is that what happened?
So your chainsaw is not a separate weapon.
I remember just walking over dead guys and getting more.
They
more
dropped
shots for my boom boom stick.
Oh yeah, they dropped. Well, did you play 2016 or was?
I'm talking about Doom.
You're talking about Doom. I'm talking about Doom 2016.
No, I never played that one.
Okay, then yeah. So in that game, you got a chainsaw, which was not a separate weapon as much as it was your reload button. Because your guns never needed reloading. You just had as much ammo as you had. And you kept firing until you ran out.
My memory of original Doom was the chainsaw was just a funny weapon to pull out every now and then, but really distance.
So what you do in 2016 and in this is I'm running low on ammo for my shotgun. I want more ammo for my shotgun. There's a weak enemy over there. I hit square. He pulls out a chainsaw and immediately chainsaws that enemy in half. And then for some reason that causes that enemy to drop a shit ton of ammo.
You harvest his organs.
That is the mechanic.
His organs are filled with shotgun shells. Who fucking knew?
Boy. Either way, this guy was going to end the day full of shotgun. So that's how that works. And so in the previous game, what that was is the chainsaw had effectively its own separate ammo meter. It was like 3 charges, but enemies almost always dropped like as much to entirely refill your guns. So it was pretty easy. Plus you had just normal ammo lying about that you could just pick up. In this game, they, in addition to balancing out the pistol being gone and therefore an infinite gun being gone, they instead made it so that the chainsaw just recharges over time.
Oh, that's neat.
So just survive long enough, find something weak. Basically, the zombie enemies, and to a lesser extent the imps, and the enemies that take only a couple shots, their class is literally called fodder. And so the zombies are literally there because you have 3 different ways of harvesting people. It's you damage them enough so that they're staggered and you get a glory kill, which refills your health. You have a chainsaw on you, you kill them with that, you gain ammo. You hit them with one of your new gadgets, something called the Flame Breath, or Flame Belch, which covers enemies in flame, deals damage over time, but as they take damage while they're on fire, they drop armor for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you get glory kills, you also refill something called a Blood Punch, which is a big melee attack that hits a shockwave.
That's neat.
So any enemy that is labeled as fodder, they are there to be harvested. And it's kind of fun that that's where you're at in this game. So this very much feels like Doom 2016 tightened up a bit, tweaked a bit, giving you some more stuff. It very much, it definitely feels. Did you like 2016? You'll like this. There's very little that was changed that seems to be poorly received because there's not much that has been taken away. It just seems like there's stuff that has been added to it.
Right.
I would, if you, and I kind of recommended this about the previous game, but if you are the kind of person that plays shooters on normal difficulty, you're probably going to want to play this one on hard. Ultra Violence is the one that maybe I'm not trying to sound like an ultra hardcore gamer because I'm not, but it really does feel like the normal mode, which is they call Hurt Me Plenty. That one is a cakewalk.
So it'd be my one.
Sure, like it really does feel like easy mode, and I'm not sure how easy mode is, which I think it's called I'm Too Young to Die. I do love that they're still going. I do love that this is a video game. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that this is just video game. Like the secrets are big glowing question marks that I can pick up on the map.
It's very pandering to its fans. It's very fan service, would it be?
I'm not even sure about that as much as it understands what it is.
Yeah,
and it does create this weird juxtaposition of like everyone in what few cutscenes and dialogue there are taking themselves very seriously about this like earth destroying thing, and then I go back to this big glowing question mark and pick up a little stuffed guy, little stuffed variation of the thing I just killed in a toy.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's fun, and the reason I survived that fight with that giant cybernetic demon that has been guarding this priest responsible for and the invasion of hell on Earth. The reason I was able to defeat him because I had a one man. Because I had a little one up.
Wow. All right. I think that's about it for us.
It's super goofy. It's super fun.
All right.
So Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal.
Good week for pandemic, huh?
Yeah, it's good. It's two great tastes that taste great together. And in about 2 weeks, we'll have Final Fantasy.
Oh shit! Seriously? Will we have it before the episode or no?
1, 2, yes. It should be April 10th. So yeah, we'll have it.
Easy fucking episode. Nice.
What an easy episode that's going to be.
That's 2 episodes. That's 2 whole fucking episodes now. What was it? First impressions and a fucking review. Damn, I love this.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We're out of time.
Let's hope this quarantine continues for that long.
Oh, I have a vacation, so I'm not worried.
Well, fuck you.
Peace, guys.
Goodbye.